What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including future plans for the Wyatt 6, WWE's reaction behind the scenes, fans unhappy with instant elimination, Bill Goldberg's plea to Bret Hart, The Rock's insane transformation, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. At top of today's news is the storyline that the WWE Universe is buzzing about, the horrific debut of the Wyatt 6 and what the future holds for the Fiendish faction, and perhaps more importantly, how they'll impact the WWE. Firstly, WWE was keeping fans in the dark. Right now, there aren't many details emerging about the faction that annihilated both wrestlers and crew backstage on the 17th June Raw. While the name Wyatt 6 is being used, the WWE hasn't officially released a name for the faction or any of its members, although it's worth mentioning WWE already has released merchandise for the group that incorporates the Wyatt 6 name. As we suggested in our analysis of Raw, this is by design as the WWE wants to heighten suspense and have fans tuning into WWE TV for more clues. But what are their future plans? But what does WWE have planned for them? As mentioned, the WWE is hiding its game plan for the faction. Nonetheless, some news has emerged, with Fightful Select noting, even though the group isn't likely to interact with every program on Raw, it's expected within the company that the ramifications will be widespread across the various programs, with a domino effect on stories that are happening up and down the show. The Patreon site also reports that the storyline attack on WWE superstars and staffers is a complex one, and that those we spoke to said that the wide array of talent and people attacked in the story and the characters who left before the show were calculated, planned, and designed for specific reason. If this report is accurate, it means that WWE already has several programs planned for involving the Wyatt 6 and a number of WWE talents. How things play out could change the WWE landscape. For example, Gunther is booked to challenge Damian Priest at SummerSlam following the Ring General's 2024 King of the Ring win. However, this could change if he's focused on getting revenge on the group that's attacked him, presuming the reports of Gunther being one of the group's victims pans out. One of the more intriguing elements of the backstage beatdown is that the babyfaces and heels alike were all laid out, which has some fans speculating that this could be an invasion angle where babyfaces and heels join forces against a common enemy. Next up was Braun Strowman attacked by the Wyatt 6. Now, so far, the WWE Universe has little information concerning who was attacked by the Wyatt 6. Indeed, the only confirmed victim is Chad Gable, who was shown lying unconscious with blood on his forehead. Braun Strowman's name was mentioned by some fans as a possible target, but the Monster Among Monsters recently informed fans on X, "Damn, I guess I missed a whole lot of chasing Judgment Day out of the building last night." Some fans believe Braun may join Uncle Howdy, especially given Strowman's past affiliation with the Wyatt family. Next up, WWE's reaction to the Wyatt 6 debut. And what did WWE officials think about the Wyatt 6 debut? Fightful Select reports that WWE sources that Fightful spoke to were also over the moon about the crowd reaction from Corpus Christi in general, which has long held a reputation as a dead crowd. As far as production, buzz, and feedback that was received from the segment, we're told that WWE was very happy with how all of it worked out. The segment delivered on social media, with Wrestling News reporting on early Tuesday that the debut has pulled in over 1 million views on YouTube in just over 12 hours. It's also done 2.5 million views on TikTok. That number has only grown, and recent check on YouTube shows that the video has pulled in 2.2 million views. WrestleNomics reports that Raw did well in the ratings too, which is all the more impressive since it competed against the NBA Finals. The big question is whether next week's Raw will pop a big number as fans tune in to see the latest from Uncle Howdy. Next up, Uncle Howdy's next victim revealed. Now it seems that nobody is safe when it comes to Uncle Howdy, even general managers in WWE. That's what Adam Pearce found out after his Twitter account was hacked by Uncle Howdy. The bio had been changed to Remember, and there was also a picture of Adam Pearce looking at the Firefly Funhouse dolls. But Adam Pearce seemed to have no-sold it, saying, "I don't know what you guys are talking about. Read my Twitter. The only thing is that I see a vile negativity that's always on this app. Love somebody today." Could the Wyatt 6 be taking over Raw entirely? Next up, fans unhappy with instant elimination. Did you guys see Joe Hendry's appearance on the 18th June NXT during the 25-man Battle Royal to determine the #1 contender for the NXT Championship? Well, don't feel bad if you missed his appearance, as the TNA grappler wasn't in the Battle Royal for long. Hendry showed up only to be ganged up by various NXT superstars who quickly eliminated him. However, this wasn't unexpected, as Hendry made some big boasts going into the match, claiming that the match was made up of 24 men and one sensation. and of course that he would win the match. Hendry wasn't the only TNA star who competed only to fall short, as Frankie Kazarian also wrestled. But fans were livid with Hendry's lightning-fast exit and began chanting bullshit. Hendry wasn't thrilled himself, and after the match he told Shawn Michaels, "Did you see that? Was that your idea? 24 other men against me? Joe Hendry versus NXT? You know what, Shawn? I can show up anywhere, anytime, on any show, and all you gotta do is say his name." Hendry's appearance and post-match comments have fans certain that this is just the start for Joe Hendry working in NXT. However, based on what fans have seen so far, the WWE hasn't booked TNA wrestlers to win matches, and there will be likely less interest in watching these crossover matches if TNA wrestlers are portrayed as inferior to NXT talent. What do you guys think of Joe Hendry's instant elimination? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Bill Goldberg's plea to Bret Hart. It's time for the latest dose of vitriol in the decades-long war of words between Bill Goldberg and Bret Hart. Goldberg recently discussed the infamous match in which Goldberg accidentally kicked Bret Hart in the head, concussing the excellence of execution and reportedly causing a career-ending injury. Bill recently appeared on the Who Killed WCW documentary, explaining that he warned Hart the kick was coming, but Hart was somehow caught off guard. During an appearance on Busted Open Radio, Bill opened up on how the incident and the fallout has affected him. The Bret Hart thing it just saddens me as a human being, that's all. I mean, first and foremost, I would never wish ill will upon any opponent or anyone like that to have an accident like that happen and end someone's career, especially someone who, you know, one of the best that ever was, 100%. It sucks. Goldberg explained what he's looking for from Bret. I'm not asking anybody to understand it, I'm just saying just leave me alone. Yes sir, warning about the kick was coming. Put your hand up, do whatever you gotta do, man. It is what it is. Come on, man, I love you, Bret. Don't be such a prick. That's all, grow up. Do you guys think now is the time for Bret Hart to forgive Goldberg and just move on? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Goldberg wants one more match. Is Bill Goldberg officially retired? Although Goldberg claims Vince McMahon promised him a retirement match, that didn't happen and Bill is no longer with the WWE. As for Goldberg working in AEW, that seems unlikely, as the Hall of Famer's criticism of the company makes it appear he won't be working there. So is the man who made Who's Next famous done in the ring? Not judging from Goldberg's comments when he appeared on Busted Open Radio. Oh man, I'd love to 100%. I have to get my torn rotator cuff taken care of finally because yeah, we all live with these injuries, dude, right? And I'll come out and say it when I come back with Brock Lesnar, and nobody ever knew this. I came back with Brock that first night, and in Denver I blew my rotator cuff completely. And I never told anyone about it, and I kept working through it. And you know, because you have this sparring, you work sparingly once or twice a year, right? Bill discussed his game plan for returning for another match. So I can crescendo and get as strong as I can. I ain't doing shit till I get that done, and then that's hopefully coming up. You know, I'm doing stem cells here soon, and I'm gonna see if the surgery's needed. But yeah man, I'd love to have one more match. You know how it is, Vince McMahon and I spoke about it and he gave me his word. But all that stuff happened and hey man, I don't hold grudges. Vince gave me so many opportunities, man. I'll be forever grateful. But yeah, I would absolutely love to have that final match. I would. Am I good at not having it? Yeah, I'm fine with it, but it'd be neat to have one. Goldberg seemed angry in past interviews when he discussed McMahon reneging on giving Goldberg one last match. Could he end up back in WWE for one last match? And who would it be against? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, The Rock's insane transformation. Last but not least, have you seen the photos of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's current film project, The Smashing Machine? Well, you gotta look closely because the final boss has undergone quite a transformation to play MMA fighter Mike Kerr. That's not the only transformation, as The Rock is looking to branch out from his regular fare of action films into dramatic acting. The Rock recently informed Variety that I'm at the point in my career where I want to push myself in ways that I've not pushed myself in the past. I'm at a point in my career where I want to make films that matter, that explore humanity and explore struggle and pain. If The Rock can pull this off, fans could see him in many new ventures, as a successful performance in drama could open the door for projects Hollywood currently doesn't see him capable of playing. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.